Hello. Hello, guys. So sorry. I am late, very late. How are you today? Good evening, good afternoon, good day. Thank you for joining. Okay, don't know what's going on. Hello. Hello, good day, good afternoon. Hello, Inkechi. How are you? Bamidele. Hi. Thank you very much, Bamidele. That's nice of you. It's really nice to see a very cheery face to see me. That I don't get often. Actually, I do get often. Thank you. Hello, Armstrong. How are you? Thank you very much, Armstrong. Thank you for joining me. Please, guys, share. You've seen my title today. If you didn't watch Dr. Sunday's teaching last night, you probably would think, okay, where is this going? But if you did, you would have a better understanding and you would know where I'm going with this and why I have said Thanksgiving offering and all the other offerings, not just Thanksgiving. We together, we're going to make a whole list of all the different offerings to get rid of your cash, to take their cash from your pocket into their pocket. Okay, so we're going to talk about all of them today. And if you've got experiences that you want to share to enlighten us or actually to alert us so that we don't also fall into that trap, please feel free to share. You can call Move Agents Magic. I'm really looking forward to everyone participating in this because this is very, very obvious, and this they do in all churches, and they don't care. Guys, remember, right? This program is our program, not my program. It's ours. Okay, so we sit together at a cyber setting or cyber dining table, and we all talk about all these things. All the various activities, one to one, heart to heart, as family do. Like, hey, brother, don't you see? What do you think about this that is happening in the church? What do you think about this that is happening today? It doesn't even have to be the church. As a Christian, as a human being, what are your thoughts? This is what we're doing right here now, and I want everyone to please participate. It's for everybody. It's not just for me. It's for everybody, and I think that we can all benefit from understanding this so that also we can actually live in our purpose on earth and not be mesmerized by all these activities and all sorts of things that are going on. So welcome, guys. Thank you very much. Please share this. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get the I can't get my I'm trying to get my thing open. I don't know what I've done to my computer. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me unplug. Right, I've got it back. Thank you. So guys, thank you very much. I plus Shola equals this. Adi plus Shola. Okay. All right. Victor's having fun there. Hi, Victor. How are you guys doing? Thank you very much for joining. Please share, guys. I really appreciate if you would share so that more people can join us today. It's Saturday after all. I think most people should be home, and it's the night before Christmas. Yes, I got it right. The night before Christmas. So guys, please I'm really getting addicted to our family table. Yay! Bamidele is the best table ever. This is the cyber table that we all sit and we have this discussion. Well done, Bamidele. That's good news. This is good addiction. It's not a bad addiction, Bamidele. So please feel free to be addicted and don't be ashamed of it. Be addicted. I think this is a good addiction. Definitely. Keep that addiction going. Okay, I'm just waiting for Facebook. I've just managed to send the information for Facebook, so I'm just going to wait until we come through. Okay, Nkechi saying Bamidele here too. Oh, Bamidele, I like Dele brother Victor. Okay, thank you. All right, let me say hello to a few people. I have said hello to Bamidele already. Thank you very much. Hi, Michael. Good evening. Thank you very much. Armstrong Victor. Nkechi. Oh, Nkechi, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. We just finished the program about an hour ago, and it's just been Saturday. I was just being a little bit lazy to come on time, so please accept my apology. Luopu, hello, thank you very much for joining. Adesola, hello, thank you very much for joining. Hello, Jack, hello. Hello, Bamidele. I've already said hello to Bamidele and Victor. Thank you, guys. Inkechi, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just waiting for us to get on Facebook. And once we get on Facebook, I would say hello to Facebook people. I wanted to show you a video, but I don't know what's going on with my video settings. But I'm still going to try and show it to you anyway. You've seen some of these videos already, so let me just show you. I think it's probably going to be worth showing in any case in the best way that I can, okay? Let me see if I can show it like this. Let's see. Okay, before I show you, let's talk about what this is. Mayowa, I just finished calling the roll call. Okay, the roll call, I don't know what that is. I mean to say truth. Truth is addictive. Yes, of course, truth is addictive. And you know what? We should all be addicted to truth because that's how we can live in purpose and we can live in the light of God. God is truth and God is love and is the light. So definitely that's an addiction that I actually want myself. And I think we should all attain. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Yesterday, Dr. Sunday was teaching about how Thanksgiving is to mesmerize you. And, you know, it was very interesting. And I don't know, guys, let me tell you about my experience. I don't know about you. Okay, nobody is here. Okay, I don't know about you. Let me see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to wait for Facebook, but we've gone way over time and we're still not on Facebook, so I'm wondering what's going on. I'm just going to tell you about my experience. You can also share your experience if you wish. So we're waiting to get on Facebook. Hello, with Facebook? It's not happening. Hello? Okay, is anyone putting it on? There's no one here. And it's been 13 minutes already. So guys, sorry about that. I just have to call about Facebook because it's not happening and I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, let's go on with YouTube. So Victor, which one is scriptural? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back, guys. We're on the table. Let's sit down. Calm down. Okay. So today I want to talk about the Thanksgiving and all the other offerings. In fact, somebody listed some offering, a list of different offerings that the church asked for people to pay and how they should pay. And I just want us to have a heart to heart. Let's just be honest. It's not a joke anymore. My eyes is opening to so much, and I don't know if you are also feeling the same way. That churches, they don't actually want you to be successful. Like, they don't. I think the ethos. I was going to change this title today to give your money to me, and then beg from me later. That was what I was going to put it. But I thought if I put that title, it might be I don't know. It might not alarm a lot of people. Might not even understand what I'm trying to talk about, especially for those who are watching later. That if I put the title that says give me your money now and then beg from me later, that's basically what they're teaching us, and that's what they're teaching us with God as well. You know, what God do we serve where we're giving him and then you were begging later for him also to do for us, when the little that he gave us we're not doing anything with. Everything is just starting to kind of make sense to me that, oh my God, I really didn't have a relationship with God. If you're like me, you know, just feel free. You know, I'm talking to you and on our dinner table, remember, that I didn't really have a relationship with God, because if I did have a relationship with God, what kind of relationship is that? You know, give to me now. Oh, Inkechi, you think it was a good title? I don't know. I just thought people wouldn't understand. I might use that another day, because there's a lot of money grabbing ways that they do, especially, you know, next year now, beginning of next year. What am I talking about? Next week already. You're going to be taxed already if you're a member of any of this RCCG. They're going to tax you and say that you should give your first fruit offering, which is your first pay, your first salary. So end of next month now, the first salary that you get, they will already be waiting to take that from you. You know, you have to see the height of the wickedness of this church, this organized crime. That's what I call it. I'm sorry, okay? I don't have any issue with anybody personally, but it's their doctrines and what they are doing. It's pure wickedness. You know, if you know how expensive December is, and I think that they are cackers, they are cabals. So winners would take your money with Shiloh offering on in December, and then in January, the RCCG would take your money with first fruit offering. You know, so they say, okay, we won't take first fruit, we will be taking Shiloh, that's winners, and then RCCJ said, okay, that's fine, you can take Shiloh, I will be taking first fruit. They just want to mess people up, you know, and they will tell you, okay, give. You're giving this, right? But it's give to us now, give to God now, and then beg later. That's what it is. It's like, you know how the gimmicks, the gimmicks in the West. I lived in London all my life. And the gimmick is, well, buy one, get one free. But what they do is that they inflate the price of the one that you buy that is actually the price of two anyway. It's not at the normal price. So let's say it was like $1. They would put the price to like $1.89 or something. And you think, okay, you're saving 11 cents. So you get two that you don't need. So they're constantly making our mind to think about things that we don't need, to require from God what we don't need, or what, we don't need to be asking God that we can actually do for ourselves. It's not even that we don't need it, but we can actually work hard to make it as tenable or accessible ourselves. So I'm just wondering what's going on here, and we need to be really, really alerted to this. We need to open our eyes and not be deceived, and not to deceive ourselves as well. Have a really close relationship with God so that we can be bold enough to understand this. We're still not on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Wow. Okay. Okay, we're still not on Facebook. I'm still waiting, so I wait and before I really go into full force on Facebook. Hopefully, it will be on soon. So guys, I just want us to talk about it. Please feel free to share your thoughts, and you can also call me. I'm also finding that I'm not connecting very well onto my screen here. I'm so sorry. Today, it's just been an interesting day. RCCG taxation is pure madness. And after their first fruit, they place them on 100 days starvation called fasting. What a wickedness on the gullible and brainwashed guy. VC and medium, you're spot on. Absolutely spot on. It is wickedness. It's total wickedness. And they just, this is about controlling your mind. This is what they do also in slavery. They keep you occupied, in the plantation. They'll keep you occupied with different things. You can't even think. There's every hour of your day, every hour of your time is programmed, and these people do the same thing, but very systematically. Everything is about church. Everything is about Papa. Everything is about Geo. Everything is about the denomination. I'm a winner. I'm a redeemer. I'm redeemed. I'm this. I'm that. You don't have time to even think of your single purpose on earth, why God has created you. And this Thanksgiving offering, I'll just share a list of some of the Thanksgiving offering that somebody shared yesterday. And the person says, the person listed tithes. Okay, we know about tithes already. I think we can never finish exhausting tithe, but that one is the biggest scam of all. Then they have after tithes. I think we're on Facebook now. If I could say hello to the Facebook family, let me just say hello, guys. I do apologize that I'm going back and forth. Hello, Facebook family. Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you very much. We just come on. Sorry, we came on quite late. I'm so sorry. Hello, Chinwei. Thank you for joining. Ochi Frank. Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate you joining. I know that it was a little bit late. We were on Facebook. I think we've been on YouTube for almost 15 minutes now. So sorry that we didn't come on time. Thank you very much. Hi, Raphael. Thank you. Thank you, Innocent. Hi, Innocent. Thank you very much for joining. Miriam, hello. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Ife. Hello, sis. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you all. You guys are wonderful. Just for joining me. I know it's a busy Saturday today, especially for those in the West. I understand how it is. I'm living in pure peace here. without the worry of all this Christmas and New Year shopping. I am so at peace. I love it. I'm so sorry, but this is like my first year ever without having to worry or going from one shop to the other. This is the last day of shopping for Christmas, and it falls on a Saturday. I can imagine how crowded it is out there, and yet you guys are still joining me. This is for people that are in the West. I'm not sure about how it will be in Nigeria, but I can imagine that Nigeria will be so busy, and any other part of the world also would also be very busy. But thank you. I appreciate you all for joining. You've seen my title already. You've seen the topic that we're going to discuss today. This is following Dr. Sunday's teachings yesterday, but this is also one thing that, over the last few weeks, actually, we have been talking about, but in different ways. And this is about getting your cash, scam to rid you of your cash. Everything that they can do, they are doing it in every way. But we really need now to pay attention to what they're doing, because if we're not paying attention to what they're doing, we will just drift in it and participate without even noticing that we are being we are being scammed. And we're being stabbed left, right, and center. I was saying earlier, for those of you that are just joining on YouTube, on Facebook, I was saying earlier that my title was going to be before, is like, give to me, and then beg from me later. That's the philosophy of these churches. If you think about it, they'll say, give. And then after you've given, you give, and then eventually they'll start then it's almost beg God. But you give to them, but you beg God. It's like, it goes through one way, then it comes out another way, kind of thing. It's just, let's think about it, brothers, sisters, mommy, daddies, real friends and family out there. Let's think about it. This is what they're doing. I don't know. I couldn't even see it before until Dr. Sunday started showing these things and actually speaking out about it. That what has this got to do with Jesus? What has this got to do with God? I was going to put that title. I think I'm going to use that title one day, okay? One of these days, and then we'll look at it from another angle, because we can use one title to look at the events and what is happening from various angles. So this particular one is the Thanksgiving offering I'm talking about, because that's what Dr. Sunday talked about yesterday, and I just thought I should pick it up because it's not just about Thanksgiving offering. Next month now they're going to start, RCCG are going to start first fruit offering. Already this month, if you're going to Winners, they've already scammed you of Shiloh's sacrificial offering, okay? And you've seen the video that went viral on that. Sacrificial offering, to prepare those next year to start saving their salary from the beginning of this month, next month to the end, so that they can give their Shiloh offering. So I really think that Oyedepo sat down with Adeboye. I'm really serious. Remember, this is our family table where we are having an honest and open discussion. And they said, okay, you take, in the month of December, you go for Shiloh offering, and in the month of January, I will go for the first fruit offering. We're human. Let's think about it. I'm sure that these people did it because they know each other, and they do copy each other in most of the things that they do. So your denomination, they will go for Shiloh offering in December, and mine will go for first fruit offering with my denomination. So there's no clash there. I think that's what they do. And it's very mean. If you think about it, December is a very, very expensive time for a lot of people. And most people get paid. If you're in the West, I don't know. I'm just telling you from my experience. If you're in the West, you get paid earlier in November, or maybe no, earlier in December, so that you could use the money for Christmas. So you have like 6 weeks before the next salary, and that next salary, after they know that you've been through the expenses of Christmas and family and all those festive time, they also want you now, the first month salary that you get in January, to give as well. So we're talking generally about this wickedness and the things that goes on in a very subtle way that we're not thinking about, that we're not really paying attention to. But those things are ridding us of our cash. These people are ridding you of your cash so that you will come back to be begging from them. So they would say, give to me now, right, and beg from God later. So give to them and beg from God. How is this working? It's not working out for anybody. If it's really working out for somebody, like, I want to see at least 50% of people that is working out for. I think that's generous. If you're somebody that gives in church, and it's working out for you, and everything is working out, you're able to save, even though with your giving, you're able to execute your goals, your business goals or ideas that you have, or finances, let me know. And you've been going to church, you've been giving tithes, you've been giving offering, you've been giving, these are some of the payment that you've been giving in church or in churches. It says that tithe offering, building project offering, when you don't even have your own project, they want you to help them with their project, which your name is not on the deed at all. First fruit offering, thanksgiving offering, special seed offering, breakthrough seed, prophet offering, redemption seed, turning around seed, expansion of kingdom seed, papa and mama offering. Is that, I don't think that one exists. I don't know. Papa and mama seed. I don't understand that one. Pastor's birthday offering. I mean, that one is ridiculous. I didn't even know about it. This birthday offering. Not until last year I thought that this is just piss taking. How can when the pastor is doing their birthday, they tax everybody to be giving? I don't care how it is, but when you're doing your birthday, you don't tax anybody. You see how they even making life. It's like they're taking us to slavery time. Not only slavery time, they're also taking us to time of where certain people sit at the back or stand up in the bus. Was it Rosa Parks? What Rosa Parks stood up for? What she sat down for, not stood up. She sat down for that. She's not going to allow this anymore in the buses. It's the same thing. The church are actually taking us back to that mentality where, during their birthday, their children's birthday, their birthday, we all contribute. During our birthdays, nobody contributes, to anything. So they're making you feel inferior already. This is the inferior mentality, trying to make you feel inferior. So these things we also have to think about. This is what somebody listed that RCCG collects. That's 13 different types of offering that they collect. And then another person listed in winners, they collect end of the month Thanksgiving, wedding anniversary Thanksgiving, birthday Thanksgiving, housewarming Thanksgiving, oh my God, childbirth Thanksgiving, Shiloh Thanksgiving, end of the year Thanksgiving, New Year's Thanksgiving. So this is different from Shiloh's sacrifice. Shiloh's Thanksgiving is totally different. This person is just paying attention onto Thanksgiving. That's 8 different Thanksgivings that you would do in various way every month. Apart from the end of the year one, which you pay every year or end of the year, the rest of them you pay all the time. And it said then there's a special program, Youth Alive Conference Thanksgiving. So they even from very young, how can these children learn? How can the youth learn to save? And be something. We are all saying that we want our children to go to church, to be part of a congregation in church, but yet, it's like we're killing them. We're killing the youth. If Youth Alive Conference Thanksgiving, which money are they doing Thanksgiving from? I don't understand. Marriage Thanksgiving, baby Thanksgiving, another one. Okay, and then people waiting and believing God for children also come and do Thanksgiving and even pay tithes for their unborn children. Oh my God. It's not forced, but encouraged to speed up their expectation. You see, that's another scam there. In fact, that's another program. If you're looking for the fruit of the womb or you want to get married, that's another set of scam for those kind of people. I have bought into that scam as well myself. So that's a set of this a set of different offering that is going on. And yesterday somebody wrote a comment. I just want us to also I've mentioned this before, but I want to read it again. This person wrote that the economists have predicted that Nigeria will become the poorest country of the world in 2018. That's next year, overtaking India. Okay, yet so much wealth in the country for a few leaders. Pastors, you should say pastors, GOs, papas, mamas. Those are the people that she's talking about. What do you expect from the African gospel? That's what one person wrote. Another person says, churches in America, this person wrote again, were always designed to keep blacks submissive and owning nothing. All they can say is, I go to a big pretty church, not be entertained, to be entertained. I think the person wanted to write. So all they can say is that they go to a big church to be entertained. And I think this is what's happening now, that we're not even observing that they are keeping us. The churches are designed so that you don't own anything. You don't own anything. You know, your pastors own the church, is on their name, it's not on the church, it's on their name or their children's name or their family's name. Your pastors own, they say that is a trust, is under a trust, or is under this, or is under that, but it's still under their name. Their name is there ultimately. And then they will ask you for all this money. Asking you for all this money means that you would have nothing. How could you ever own anything? How could you? I don't even know how we've managed in the last few years. You know, since we've been doing all this offering, and how have you able to save? Have you been able to do something tangible? And even if you have been, were you feeling guilty? Or maybe if you're married, one person in the family is thinking that we should be giving this to church and not give it to, and not be saving like this. Please let me know your thoughts. I really am interested in your thoughts today. I'm trying to show a video, but I don't have this set up properly, so I might not be able to show a video. But please let me read your comments. I'm going to start with you, with Facebook, because I didn't get to say hello properly to the people on Facebook. Just a few people I said hello to. Hello, or Adashi. Hello, Jackson. Hello, Kende. Ify, I'm actually in my car picking up shopping. Wow, you know, I knew it. Anybody that is in the West, I know that you guys will be on shopping. Joy says, exactly, give to God and then go back to beg God. This is what they're doing. I will make a whole title of this one of these days. You give to God and go and beg. That's what they're saying. Bring 90%. To the extent they're saying that, bring 90%. So you bring the 90%, then you go back and beg God. Why don't you use the sound mind that God has given us with that 90%, and then the 10% give it to other people, not even to the church? But they would say, bring it to church, bring it to me, right? And then we will go, and then you also will beg God. The same you bring, the same you beg God. What is the use? What is the church doing exactly? Bible to teach us the truth, they're not teaching us. It's just about teaching us what benefits them. You know, if you, because tomorrow some of you will go to church again. I just want to clarify this, that it's not about a building. It's not, I don't know any of the churches. I don't know any of them, but I want us to just talk as family. Please, somebody write your comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on what I am saying here. Jane, hello, Jane. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Ifoma. How are you? Christian, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. Peace offering, Ore Alalafia. Okay, Ralph says that peace offering. Peace offering for what? Are you in war? I don't understand. Flora Olabisi, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Christian. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Blood of Jesus cover us. Audacity saying God of Jesus cover us. Thank you. The parents giving them the money to put in the offering basket. Exactly. So they're taking. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've engaged in this. I have engaged in all these things that I'm listing for you. I've given all of this offering, and God, honestly, cannot be faulted. But it's all a scam. It's all a big scam. And it's not even just a scam to just take your money and then run one time. It's a continuous scam to keep you, like this person says, that they want to keep you not to own nothing, not to own anything. They don't want you to own anything. They will even tell you that what we're working for, what are you doing? Even though they'll take your money, but when they want to mesmerize you about work or about achieving something, they would say things like, what we're working for, what are you doing? We came empty-handed and we're going to go empty-handed. We didn't come to this world with anything and we're going to go back without anything. But they will keep asking you for what you have. So why is it that we are doing it? I don't understand. I'm really finding it difficult. The more I'm thinking about this, like, who has bewitched us to the extent where, look at all this list of offerings. It's wickedness. There's nothing else I can term it to other than wickedness. And then let's see, another one is the parents. Okay, I've read that already. Olabisi says they want to make sure you don't escape, or you must pay for one, or you must pay for one. This is why this congregation can never save. You see? But why shouldn't you save? Even God said that you should save. It says in the Bible that you should save. God. And we didn't even know this. Hello, Grace. Elizabeth, hello. Miranda says some are necessary and biblical, but not but some are not. I pay my tithe, offering, first fruit. These are biblical. It's not. They're not biblical, Miranda. I sow seeds and thanksgiving offering. This is when I'm convicted. I also give to needy. I believe in one thing, investing in life. God himself taught us to give by giving his son to have many sons. Of course, that's my belief. I will not force or compel anyone to follow me. Seek wisdom, read the Bible, meditate on the day and on this day and night. Get proper revelation from the Holy Spirit and get the direction, then you will not be deceived. Well said, Miranda. I like that you explained that you will not compel anybody to follow you. But the churches are compelling people. They are giving examples and saying that this is why people are blessed and this is why they're doing it. You are doing it out of your conviction. And I'm pleased that you're doing it out of your conviction. But a lot of the churches are not doing that. They are doing it because they want your money to keep in their pocket. And believe me, right? First fruit is not biblical. Tithe is not biblical, as we know now. Sow seed has nothing to do with your money. It's got nothing to do with cash. Okay, sowing seed has got nothing to do with money. So if you keep believing that you think it's biblical, it's not biblical. And I can see you wrote Miranda Winners Weber. That's another tribalistic behavior, writing winners there. We are all winners. You're not the only winner. I bet you're going to Winners Chapel. Sorry, I'm just speaking on our family table, so don't get offended, Miranda. We're family and I love you. So I'm just saying that, you know, you defend all this because you've been paying them. So I understand. Money. Church is a scam today. Absolute scam. They are armed robbers. That's Global Like that says that. Yes, this is the behavior of armed robbers. This is the attributes of armed robbers. Because look at all the things that are listing. Tithe. If you follow all of these things, and I know that Miranda is saying that you should follow based on your conviction, but you will be convinced when a scammer try to scam you. You know, we're talking about conviction, but conviction is that when somebody wants to convince you in something, they will keep telling you, they will keep drumming into your ears. We don't believe the truth. We believe what we constantly hear. And we constantly hear that we should pay our tithes, or we're going to be poor, or something is going to happen to you, or you're going to become a beggar. When they are the one making you a beggar. And I can't even believe that they themselves, being beggars, they are saying that you will become a beggar if you don't pay your tithes. But it means that, well, but you are begging. So how can you say I will become a beggar when you yourself are begging? Again, that's a question that somebody needs to ask them, because they think that they're throwing something at people, but they are the one begging. They're begging, bring this, bring tithe, bring offering, bring building project offering. That's begging. First fruit is begging. Thanksgiving offering is begging. Special seeds is begging. Breakthrough seeds is begging. Prophet is begging and lie and deception. Prophet's offering is another begging, because the prophet is begging you for offering. Redemption seed is begging. Turnaround seed is begging. Expansion seed is begging. Papa and mama offering. Of course, they're begging for papa and mama. They are the beggars, you know. Pastor's birthday offering, begging for his birthday celebration. Here, when Dr. Sunday wanted to do his birthday, there was not even an announcement. The only announcement is invitation and the number of people that can come on each day. You know, everything was paid out of Dr. Sunday's money, his own pocket, his own investment. There was nobody having to contribute anything. In fact, let me tell you the truth. I still even haven't given him every gift, you know. No money contributed from anybody. It was from his hand. You know, I play a role in managing that project. Every penny that is needed for that was from Dr. Sunday. It was from Dr. Sunday's account, from Dr. Sunday's money. There was nobody having to contribute anything. If the church got him a gift, I don't even know. You know, it's not even relevant. What was relevant was that it was his 50th birthday and we were all going to celebrate, and this was the budget that was needed. I was the one that actually mentioned the budget, that this is how much we needed, and we spent that much as well. You know, I'm not going to tell you the figure, but he is the one that actually paid for everything. How come in the churches that, you know, the pastor's birthday, you have to pay offering for it to give them something? This is all, and I bet Miranda will probably say this one is also biblical as well, Miranda. It is not. End of the month Thanksgiving, wedding anniversary Thanksgiving, birthday Thanksgiving, housewarming Thanksgiving. I mean, whose house are we warming? Is it my house warming Thanksgiving or the pastor's house? I'm not even sure which one this is. Child's birthday Thanksgiving, child's birth Thanksgiving, Shiloh Thanksgiving and sacrifice, end of year Thanksgiving. Oh, honestly, this is all beyond me. Let me read some of the comments here. Miranda says, I'm not a member of Winners Chapel. My name got nothing to do with the church where there are people bearing Victor, so they do not Victor. Okay, Miranda. Okay. Don't take it personal, okay? I can see that you're taking it personal. Don't take it personal. Because there's so many people, they got so much allegiance to their church and where they're going. So they always put in Winners or RCCG or whatever. And it's like the sticker. You see people put sticker, I'm a winner. I'm this, I'm that. We're all winners, mate. If we accept Jesus as our Lord, as our personal Savior, we are all winners, hands down. So, Miranda, please don't be offended with me, okay? You are my friend. I'm your friend, okay? So please don't be offended. If you talk of name, then Mayowa and many other names are tribalistic as well. Okay, my name got nothing to do. All right, I got it. I got your message. Thank you. No, it's not lips of tongue, okay? Don't worry, it's not. Miranda, you're my friend. I appreciate you for joining us. For the money's sake, something stopped my mommy from going to... Ejiogu says that for this money's sake, sometimes stops my mom from going to church. Mayowa, you love you, keep the fire. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, Inamike or Ejiogu. Thank you very much. This is another thing. This is another hindrance as well. Because if they keep talking about the money and you don't have the money, but you have love, you have peace, but because they're not asking for love, they're asking for cash, you won't want to go into the church. That actually even prevents you from being around people and being in that four walls. But that's okay. If they don't want you to be in the four walls, that's okay. But the actual fact is that they shouldn't have to stop you. If you want to go, you go. If you don't want to go, then that's another problem. But for the money to be the reason why you don't go, you see, they're actually doing more harms than good. Honestly. For the money, okay, I've read that. Jackson says, always have scripture to back up their lies. Pastors, yes, they do. They do have scriptures to back them up. But now we need to scrutinize those scriptures. We shouldn't just take those scriptures for what they say anymore. We should say, I don't think that's what the scriptures mean. It doesn't mean that. And also we should use real life comparison. Whenever pastor says that you have to do this to achieve this, first of all, everybody, Bill Gates, we know Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, of all of them, right? Most people do. Just say, what did they have to do in order to get those things? And other people other people in the world, compare yourself to other people that you can see, other Westerners you can see. Help me, please. The TV, I can't get it to work. Sorry, guys, I can't get it to work. I don't know what I've done. So, if you always compare. That's what you should do. You should compare and say, excuse me. Of course, they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to pay anything. So how come I have to pay this? Ask them that question. Let them answer that question to you. Because I don't know why you have to pay. Why you're different. You have to go through all these things, and they don't have to go through all that, and they're still blessed. So you should always question them. Don't let them use scriptures to manipulate you to give money and say that if you give, then you are going to be blessed or you're going to get something from God. That God makes these promises. If God created them as well, He created you. Why is it that you have to go through something that they don't have to go through to attain all those things? Okay, so that's the first thing. Don't always even listen to the scripture or look for the scriptures, because the scriptures, they are strategized, those scriptures, to match what they want to say and mesmerize you. And because of traditions as well, we want to be polite. We don't want to be rude. Anyone that has a title in Africa is like, title means something, so because people are not used to looking for credibility. A lot of these people don't really have credibility, but because they have a title, and then they also have all these other people that just love and honor them, even that's okay. You can love and honor people because we're supposed to honor and love each other. So that is what they use to mesmerize people and manipulate anybody that will fall for it. So always ask question everything. you know, and don't always rely on what they interpret the scriptures to be, that's what it is. If that's what it is, then it should be truth, and truth is absolute. So you would always have to check as well. Check with, okay, if they say that if you, this is how Abraham became blessed, then you think, okay, if you're talking about financial blessing, I know Dangote is also financially blessed. If you can show me a record of him paying this offering, then and 10 and maybe 90% or even 100% of all the other people that I have financial blessing, then maybe this is a route that I need to take. But if you can't even think that logically and see that that makes sense, then it's not true. Okay, it's a lie. It's absolutely lie. So always remember that, and don't let anybody mesmerize you with anything. Always have scriptures to back up things. Yes. Somebody says lies. Yes, we know it's a lie. Thank you very much, Jackson, for pointing that out. Informa says the pressure we have put on people to give multiple offerings have made people to skip church. It has now become a guilt trip. If you have not given anything, and sometimes people give until there is no more. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's cold. Sorry guys, I'm trying to show you a video. I'm trying to show you a video of the strategy and the things that happens. It's totally crazy. So, 700,000. Oh, I'll read the YouTube comments in a bit. So all those things, and you know the other thing they do. You know, we're talking about offering specifically. You know, on Sundays and when they're doing this Thanksgiving offering, you know why they put the baskets in the front. I was really going to show you a video so that you can see what they're doing. They put the basket in the front to put you to shame. This is pressure. You know, because once they start saying that people should come row by row, and you don't come out of the row to come and give, you know, basically everybody will see you. And being human, you don't want people to think, oh, you're not giving. There was actually a time when I first started church a long time ago, maybe within like 2 years of starting church. Started going to church regularly. I used to just sit down, like I don't want to go to the front to have to give, you know. And you know what one guy did? One guy just gave me money and gave it to me and said, oh, sister, take. Gave me some money because he thought that I didn't have money. And they know that a lot of people think like that. Personally, I wasn't even thinking like that. It wasn't because I didn't have money. It's just because I didn't want to go and dance in the front. But because that guy gave me the money, I'm thinking, oh. And I was saying, no. And it was, you know, African people. He just put the money in my hand and said, you know, go and dance. And then I took the money and then I went and I gave it. You know, I couldn't explain because the whole church, you know, is... By that time, the role in most of the role has gone, and everybody can see each other. So I had to go and then give. And also that event that happened, he also gave me the mentality that I have to go because other people too. This is an individual in the church, but that individual got that mentality from somewhere as well. It's from his own environment and his own understanding as well. I have a caller. I will continue. 1 minute. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Who's the caller?
How are you? Good afternoon.
Hello, who's this?
This is Victor.
Hello, Victor. How are you?
I'm fine. What you are saying now prompted me to call. You understand?
Yes.
You see, there's a stage you get to in life that you will not be moved by whatever others are doing.
Yes.
Let me give you an example. Pastor Ashimolo came here sometimes, and
yeah,
he was now saying, you know, he preached. There's something that I do, okay? I must tell you now. I don't know whether it's right or wrong.
Okay.
When I see a man of God, when he preached so lovely, so powerful, I can come out and give.
Yeah.
Put it in the envelope and drop it. I do that. But he preached a powerful message. I did that. But after, even some people that kept coming out giving, after I said, is he going to call for offering? So if you know that you cannot give, you can excuse us. That was the statement the man said.
What? He said what? Excuse me, say that again.
He said
Yeah.
he's going to call for an offering now.
Yeah.
If you know you are not going to give, you can excuse us.
Wow.
That was it. So
But
he first of all called $800 euro. Nobody came out. Was not saying. So the moment he said that, I was the first person that stood up. I was not going. So I discovered that one guy wanted to go with me. And I look at him and say, we came together. Are you still going? He said, it's afraid that people will start looking at him and say, did you come here because of anybody? Or if you want to go and work, anybody will know that we are standing up because of that. I said, I'm going to leave you here. Do you know that some people started following me?
To go.
And they will start grumbling that this is a month's salary for somebody. How can this man just be asking for 800 euro? And later he was not saying he went to Nigeria or went somewhere or maybe in London that he was telling people with your age is 30 years, you have to give $30,000 or 30,000. And people, I just look at it that these people have already, there is not, as of people, they cannot really question it. They cannot, can you imagine those things?
Yes, I know.
I look at it that,
and
you know, some things are there, it doesn't, I look at it that, does this thing even make sense? Some will come here, they will first of all start with 700. They say, after 700, they say 10% of that, 70. From that, everybody, you must give. I look at it that, must?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Some people will come from Nigeria, they will tell you, I came purposely to come and bless you guys. So I come out to come and free you. And I said, what happened to people in Nigeria? Have you been blessed already? Or have you? I don't really understand it. And they will not put chairs that you have to sit 500 euro. If you can go and sit on that chair. There was a time this man did not get anywhere. He said, anyway, I know that you are stingy. I'm going to go back with my blessing.
Wow.
Can you imagine? They are not selling blessing as if you don't say what.
And exactly. Yeah, you know what? Until we start talking about this as we are doing now and speaking to people, a lot of people think that if they talk about it, they will be cursed, that they are going against God.
One, some people believe that some people believe that those people, they have like a spirit around. The moment you talk, they will hear, and something bad will happen to you. And that is why some people, they are so to them. No matter what you say about the people population tomorrow, no matter what you say about they don't see those things.
Wow.
Some is like a veil in their face.
Yeah.
Until it's being removed. Some is like, no, they are sold whatever that is, whatever anyone says about it. I was talking with a pastor today. I said we are looking for a particular place. When we are looking for a particular building, you have to start with the members that you have. Now, these people, they will go and take a building that they cannot even afford, and they now put the tension on the members.
Yes.
Forgetting that these people have their own
life, their own family, their own purpose. You don't even have to have your own problem. But in fact, it's more about purpose for me. Do you understand? It's not even about problem. It's about purpose. These people are saying that their vision and what God has told them is the only thing that is valid. That God that created you did not put anything in you personally as an individual. You came to make what their purpose is to come true, and yours should be abandoned. And I don't see any difference with the slavery, the slavery system. There is no difference in that.
System. You are very correct. Like Dr. Max Moreau said. He said every pastor must have a work to do.
Yes.
What about in a situation where there's nobody to convert again? That everybody is saved. What are you going to eat?
Exactly. And why come we're doing these offerings and all this? We're talking about offerings today. We're doing this offering day in, day out, every single month. If you take a debt from somebody, right? By a period of time, you will finish paying that debt if you're paying every time, right? Exactly. How come it's only churches that is never ending? To the end of time. We have a lot of people talking about their parents, that they'll give their parents money, they'll take it to church, because they brainwash those parents, even though they're adults. And this has got nothing to do, it cuts across skills or education or age. This is happening to everybody across everything, gender, class. Everybody is brainwashed. It doesn't matter where you are.
Do you know what the worst part of this thing is that when you have problem, I've seen people having problem here. Going back to Nigeria, this church will never call them. When you have problem, you are on your own.
Exactly. We know, we've seen so many evidence. We've seen so many evidence. And they're so wicked as well. You know the guy that called, if you were listening to Dr. Sunday's teaching, a guy fell in church, helping the church, volunteering, helping the church, had an accident, now is paralyzed. The church is even making him lie. And it's not the first story, it's not the only story. We've had many stories like that.
Exactly.
Even people that don't fall.
And people don't even see that.
They don't.
That this is where you have to see that when you are down,
yes,
you are on your own.
You are.
When the ship is there, when the ship is down, you are on your own.
Yes.
Nobody is ready to help you. They will start, the pastor that you are seeing before, that you have access to, you will now become somebody that you cannot, you have to go through protocol.
Yes. I know.
That is it. You have to go through protocols. People are not seeing it.
I've seen it happening so many times, but we don't say anything, and we need to keep saying something because, Victor, I know that, in the beginning as well, we struggle to even understand certain things. I struggle to understand a lot of things. I used to be one of those people that also, not to a very large extent, but at some point I did defend pastors as well. I defended them because I thought that they are for God and they're genuine. But when I did my analysis like we're doing now, I understand differently. And I think we all need to help each other. We shouldn't be like,
you know what? Me. Honestly, I don't really defend them from the beginning. I got boss. There's a boss here. The boss is, who are you going to share with?
You have to share with your loved ones.
People,
yes.
If you share with wrong people, they will take you as an enemy of church. You understand?
Yeah, but let them take you as an enemy of church. You didn't mind when the pastor said that you should pay 800?
Until now, people now start getting it. Yes. Then you can now start telling them, no, but this is what you are saying the last time.
But Victor, how are they going to get it if we don't even share it? The problem is that we're saying that people are going to get it. Where are they? It's the same problem with Nigeria. We're saying that only God can help Nigeria, but with what? He has to use your brain. He has to use your hand. God has to use your own mouth. He has to use your skills. He has to use your understanding to help Nigeria. He's not going to come down and help Nigeria. And if you're saying that until people get it, how are people going to get it until we start sharing like this? Boldly.
Yes, like you said now, sharing. Yes. You know what? I share some messages to some people.
Yeah.
When you talk to them directly, they might not really get it. They just think, is this guy want to scatter the church? But when they hear another version from another person, then it stands to reason for them. They now say, okay, I did not really see it this way. You understand?
Yes.
There's a certain set of people that when you talk to them directly, they might not really get what you are saying.
I understand that. Thinking, okay,
yes,
I see.
Until when you now share another message from another person that is neutral, then they can now say, okay, I understand what you are now saying. Okay. Because there are some videos that you showed. You understand that Pastor Adelaja also showed that. I saw it when the way you talked about billions, when you were talking that the reason why we collect offering across. I look at it that, wow, I told my neighbor, the guy look at my face that, hey, this guy, what you don't go there. It's like, don't go there. I should not talk about that area.
But I never hear it's like the king.
The reason why the man said that, maybe he had something. Maybe
he had what?
God minister. Some people just start defending without even having evidence. They start defending the person. So that I now look at it that this thing is obvious. I can't be saying that you are collecting the only reason, the only real reason. And when the pastors hear those ones, they will go to their branches. Especially the members as well. The only reason why we collect at all is for you to be blessed. And you now, you want to be blessed, you now think that's the reason.
Yes.
Can you imagine
but you're already blessed. And the thing is that they are terming blessings money. Do you understand? It's not just money. You're blessed for being alive. You're blessed from having a sound mind.
Yeah, people really don't know those things.
But the one that says that is to keep you out of poverty. That is specific, and if that's the case, has he kept Nigeria out of poverty? No. And it's taking and taking and taking. But thank you very much, Victor. You contribute great. Thank you very much. I appreciate
it. Okay, then. You're welcome.
Okay. Wow, guys. So I was telling you a story about giving. So I was talking. So I sat there. I wasn't. It's not because I didn't have money. It was because I just didn't want to have to walk all the way out to do it. But everybody was doing it, and me, I didn't really. I wasn't really deep into Christianity or religion then. And this person gave me money and said that I should go and give. And I was thinking, I do have money. He said, no, don't worry, just give, just give. And I felt bad. I think I'm taking this guy's money, but I have money. But he said I should go and give, then I will go and give. But from that day onwards, it doesn't matter, even when I don't want to get up, I always get up because I don't want people to give me their money thinking I didn't have or feel sorry for me that I didn't have. I wasn't mature then. But you can imagine the thousands of people that do that every week all around the world that are thinking, okay, let's get up and give. And you know, that's a strategy. They put this basket or whatever, somebody stand and then they start mesmerizing you with music and getting you to get up. Because you don't want to be the only one. You don't want to, they would say some people are rebellious. If you don't do what they want you to do, they'll say rebellious. It's a scam. Is a scam. Whenever they say rebellious to you, in fact, be happy. Whenever anybody mentions to you in church that you're rebellious, just say, yay! I am not conforming. I am great. I'm a child of God. Don't be manipulated. Don't be afraid at all, at all. You know, that's part of the manipulation. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm reading. Let me just read some more comments here. I stopped buying that sticker. Thank you very much for doing. That's a good thing. Stop buying the sticker. And this is the time that they will start selling sticker to you and giving you sticker. If they give you free, just either don't take it, or when you take it, just put it in the dustbin whenever they give it to you, because that's another paganistic ways of doing things. It's a pagan behavior to give you sticker to stick onto your car. Why should you stick sticker? God is in you. What is sticker going to do for you? So don't take it. This is the time of the year. December 31st, they start sharing stickers. Let them keep their stickers and put it all over their walls at home. Miriam says that Mayowa is right. Some names their children after churches. Yes, I know, but I know that our sister there was getting offended. So don't let us go there again. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Hello, Honorable Bola. Hello, thank you for watching. Audacity says about paying offering every Sunday. Is it right? Even when people don't have, they will still want you to give others that doesn't have. It is also is it also right? Because I believe paying offering should be from the heart, not force. Exactly. Listen, Audacity, don't pay any offering. Forget even giving any offering. Okay? Offering could come in any form. Do you understand? It doesn't have to be in cash. You could offer time and service. And if you don't, it doesn't even have to be in the church that you offer the time and service. It could be offering time and service. Because first of all, you have to think, who are you giving this offering to? If they say that you're giving it to God, not to the Papa, not to the GO, not to the church, you're giving it to God. Therefore, you can give it to God in any form and shape. God owns the whole world. Okay? So give your offering in any way that you want to. Go and give by spending time with your neighbor that is old, maybe helping your neighbor with the shopping. You know, take the money, go and do the shopping. If you don't have the money, do the shopping and carry the shopping to your neighbor. Maybe ask your neighbor what they would like to eat, you know, that you know how to cook something, you know, and you can help them to cook it. You know, and an elderly neighbor, we could do that. Those are offering. Does it have to be cash? There's so many things that we could do. Even talking to an elderly person for more than the time that you would normally do is enough. Like in the West, I know that there are lots of people that are old, they are lonely, they don't have anyone to talk to. Just spending more time to talk to them, even if it's a small talk, that is offering. You don't have to worry about you giving cash. Why does it have to be cash? You know, you have to ask them as well, why does it have to be cash? Why are you capitalizing on my cash? Don't you want me to be successful? Don't you want me to think and use my money for something else? Don't you want me to invest? Don't you want me to do this? You know, and they can't tell you that you invest in the kingdom. Even God that gave the parable of the talents, he gave those people things that they need to do. They didn't say that they have to do something, but he expected them to come back with return, meaning that they have to use it for something. Hello, call. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, caller. What's your name, please?
My name is Joy.
Hello, Joy. I'm fine.
Hi, Mayowa. Am
Yes.
I to Mayowa? Sorry.
Yes, you're speaking to Mayowa. Go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. You're really doing a great job, Mayowa.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I pray for more and more on you. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For what you're saying, I don't. All this while I didn't want to call because I'm usually at work.
Yeah.
Okay, but what we are talking about here is this Thanksgiving of a thing and this giving.
Yes.
It's really, every time I call, I will always say that I had been a victim of all these things.
We all have been, Joy. Don't be ashamed, okay? God is set you up.
If I remember, sometimes I feel so sad. Even presently in my church, the way they have seen me, they don't even talk to me no more because they know whom I am now.
Congratulations.
They know my position and my stand on all these things. Last Sunday, they started their tithe of a thing. I told them, please don't open a can of worm you won't be able to handle in this church. Everybody started busted out laughing. My husband told them, don't open this can of worm because Joy will school here or we will walk out.
I wish I was there. I'm sorry, Joy. I'm sorry.
I go there because of my husband. Do you know this giving up a thing? Let me tell you, Mayowa. There was one time our general overseer was online. He was saying that God told him, once you give this $1,500, that God is going to give it to you. God will do this, will do that. I told them for where? Do you know one girl, a student in our church here, gave $1,500.
Students, you see? And they took it. They took it, right? They took the money.
Why wouldn't they take it? It's not shit now, it's money. They took the money. Do you know, immediately after 1 week, this girl came back crying that she had a problem of 2,500.
Wow.
So did God answer her with breakthrough?
Oh, so she gave 1,000. You see, this is another way of greed. So she gave 1,500 to get 2,500.
No, she gets 1,500 and got problem of 2,500.
Yeah, but she could have used the 1,500 first, and then she can sort it out later.
No, she already gave the money, believing that God will throw money from heaven.
Exactly, she's looking for a money doubler as well. You see, Joy, you know what? These people also know how greedy we are. Do you understand? They know how greedy we are because if she could have gone and invest that money, how did she expect God to double that money with magic?
To double the money.
You know?
Do you know, the general overseer was proudly and arrogantly saying it online that one sister gave. If she had not given, God wouldn't have even given that. She came back to me and I gave her. Does it make sense?
No, she came back and then the pastor gave back.
Yeah, the pastor gave her the $2,500.
Oh, good. That's a good pastor. Many of those other pastors that we talk about, they will never do that. They won't give them back. It's like once you're giving, you have to trust God. I think that pastor did well. The girl gave 1,500.
He did well, but what I'm saying is, for him to ask for that 1,500 is not from God. That's flesh.
Okay, yes, I get what you're saying. Yes.
And had problem of 2,500.
Yes.
That doesn't. It means that.
Yes.
Don't know.
Yes, you're right. You're very right. And you know what? That's another strategy that you use. Joy, that's a good point that you just made. You know, even me, until you actually mention it now, I didn't even figure it out. You know, that's a strategy. Okay?
Exactly.
You see what he did there? He said that this sister gave 1,500, and then the sister had a problem of 2,500, which is an extra. And then he gave that sister, right? That's an extra 1,000 from what the sister gave in the first place, right? Number one, that sister has become a slave to that church, bound, right? Number one. Exactly. Number two, that means a lot more people would think that they can give to that church, right? And if they need the help, they can come back. But the thing is that it's not likely that the church is going to help. If 10 people did the same thing, where they're giving all their money, the church is likely not to give them back or give them anything. They won't have exactly, because even the church also cannot maintain that. Where people are believing that they're giving, how is the church itself, unless the church is investing in some high yielding investments, or some sort of guilt, or I don't know, stocks that is really churning out money for them. There's no way they can give, because that's almost like 80% of what the girl gave, that the girl got back. So they cannot sustain that. But it's giving people the psychological thinking that if you give all you have, you would also receive help. But the likelihood of that happening is zero.
And I usually, the girl anyway, is a stooge to the church.
Yes.
She's always in the church. If you bring up an idea for them to invest, nobody will invest. The one will be begging God.
Yes.
The pastor was telling them if they need financial help, they should read Isaiah 45. I told them this is nonsense. This is arrant nonsense.
They should read Savannah. So what about teaching them money?
7 times.
Oh my God.
So that God will throw money from heaven and give them. And they are begging from Monday till Sunday. They are still begging.
Oh my God. This is embarrassing. I've heard these things happening, and I've seen some of them happening, but when we talk about it like this, I feel so embarrassed sometimes. Joy, when the Russians, when Tasso is teaching, and they're looking at us, and they just look at us like, what is wrong with you people? I honestly feel so embarrassed. They look, seriously, the Russians here, when they look at the videos, and when Dr. Sunday is teaching at 9 o'clock, they look at us like, are you okay? How do you even believe that?
What's going on with this?
I just think, oh my God. Most of the time I just want to cover my face, because they look at us like, did you believe that? How can you believe this?
Exactly.
And we need to change. We need to change our ways. Thank you very much.
And just imagine, look at the way the giving of a thing, the thanksgiving of a thing in Nigeria.
Yes.
I usually tell them, in Dead Sea, everywhere is filled with darkness. Do you know the recent thing now? Like the giving in Shiloh or whatever.
Sacrificial giving.
That's problem in Nigeria.
The strategy is, let me tell you what they're doing. That strategy is like, give to me and beg from God. That's what they're doing. It's called give to me and beg from God.
And beg from God.
So they don't want you to go and invest what you give, what you could give. Why would you give? The theory is that when you invest, you get,
Exactly.
And
if you invest, you get.
Exactly. So for them as well, and even when they say that when you sow, you're sowing, you're giving it to them. Let's say even sowing, we know that sowing is not money, okay? Exactly, but let's go with them and say that sowing is money. By you giving it to them, is that a ground where you're sowing? Are they an investment that you're sowing into? I don't understand. Are they giving you something that you're reaping back? There's nothing that they're giving. Everything is God. And the audacity that they have, where one of the GO of one of those churches, Mountain of Fire, was saying that you should go and look for God's address to give it to God.
That is an insult.
It's an insult.
To those people gathering there, and even to me.
Yes. Go and look for God's address and give it to God. That's even evil. That's mean.
They are very wicked. And let me give you an instance. When I was in Nigeria, my church in Nigeria, okay, I'm usually a proactive person. I saw the likes of people there that are not really moving forward. I came up with an idea. We are 20 women there. Can we, every Sunday, everybody come with 1,000 naira. So one person, I listed out all our names, and one person would take the 20,000 naira on Sunday to be able to solve some problems over the week, and come with another 1,000. We were doing this until the local pastor, our pastor, learned about it. He was mad. Why won't these people teach people to save or to
But excuse me, why was he mad about that? That was the old-fashioned way of saving.
We should be giving it to God.
Eh? Look at that.
He started and now said everybody should be. All of us should be giving 1,000 naira every Sunday to God as an offering. That thing scattered that thing. I told them I'm not going to be a part of giving 1,000 naira to God, to church, and also none of them could sustain it, and that thing died, and every one of them is still taking money.
You see, this is wickedness, right? When you give to God, you're not using it to invest on anything. When you're so-called giving to God, and you want to use that money. When you get the 20,000, you go and trade or you do whatever you need to do.
Exactly.
You have more money, you get more money. But he's saying that instead of you doing that, give it to me and keep coming back
God.
here.
Give it to
but
the
who's this God that we're giving it to? Let's be clear. You know, they say give it to me. You know, we know that the language for me is God. Do you understand? They think that they are the God. You know, give it to me. Instead of them saying that give it to me, they mesmerize you with the word God. You know, if it doesn't look like God, then it's not God. And this is not God. Because God will not ask you to take from vulnerable people and give to him. And he doesn't even need our money. He's already in us. So why would he need our money?
And he doesn't even need our money to bless us.
Honestly,
until I started following BSA, I knew God does not need my money. Do you know things open door? Like, as if, I don't know, I was living in darkness until later on, things open up, not even by the devil, not even giving. If I'm going to give Mayowa, I have started opening businesses for widows in Nigeria.
Wow, good job. Well done.
Instead of taking that money, I told them I'm not going to do it. If church has a problem, if I have, I will give. On Sunday, if I go there and I have offerings, I give.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
But for me to take that money, that my tithe,
yes,
and give there, I'm not going to do that no more.
Brilliant. Well done. Good woman. Thank you very much. Good job. Amen.
Good job. We are supporting everybody. We are putting each and every one of you in prayers.
Amen.
If they like, let them go to any babalawo.
They can't even do that. Don't worry. We are under the umbrella of God.
My name or your name 100 times, it's not going to work.
We are under the umbrella of God. We are happy.
Exactly.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayowa.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Adesola, please feel free to call. Everyone, you can call. We've got a few minutes. In the meantime, guys, don't forget the $1 challenge, $1 Libya challenge, guys. We need to really do a great job out of this. We don't want to be always the people that are being supported, the victims. We want to stand up and do a good deed ourselves. We can do it. Okay, so the $1 challenge, go to gofundme.com/Libya1challenge and nominate people as well as you donate. Please, guys, let's do this together. We can do it. Hello.
Hello, Mayowa.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning.
Good afternoon. Yeah, it's still morning here in United States. It's still morning here. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for joining.
Wow, thank you so much for this wonderful fellowship. I will call it fellowship.
Yes, we can. We can fellowship. Yes.
Sorry?
We can call it fellowship, of course. Yes.
Yes, it is a fellowship, because when we come together like this, we look at the word of God, we strengthen one another, we encourage one another, we go out there and do what the Lord asks us to do. We are not being trapped under the building called church.
Yes.
You know, so, and that is why we come together. You design this platform to be like this. Yes. But it's unfortunate that a lot of people cannot see what you are doing or what Pastor Sunday Adelaja is doing. And what I tell people is, why don't you just look at the scripture? If everything this man or Mayowa is doing is contrary to the word of God, then you can now say these people are devil. But because the truth is hitting you hard, and that is why it is hard for you to absorb it. And now going back to the topic that we've been talking about since, being brainwashed through things.
Yes.
Personally, I've been in the church, for years and years. I'm a music minister, I'm a song minister, and I can relate to this very well. When you are singing in the church, I remember one of my choir coordinator would tell you have to sing moving songs, because these are the songs that brings people to dance. And when you are there, because there is an atmosphere when you are in a place, there is an atmosphere that atmosphere is calling. The place is kind of charged up.
Yes.
So when you see all that doing it, when it's everybody dancing, maybe you have a mind of giving, let me say, 5 naira before. Oh no, I have to step it up. I have to change it to 50 naira. But probably because the way I dance is going to appeal to God. You see, when I look back now, I could see that all this were just nonsense. We're done out of stupidity. We're done out of pure ignorance. In fact, at times I feel like beating myself. Like, where was I? Why didn't I see all this? But you know what? The Lord will tell me that there is a learning process. There is a learning process and there is a growth process. For as many that want to understand
their relationship with the Lord. There are some things that the Lord will have to actually let you pass through so that you can become a testimony. And that testimony is based on the word of God, not on the wisdom of men that people are saying, oh, the Lord has blessed me. I gave the Lord 1,000, the Lord blessed me with 10,000. You are not doing trade by barter with the Lord. The Lord, you are blessed. Whether you give to the Lord or you don't give to the Lord, you are a blessing already. Yes. These are so many brainwashing that has entered the church, and it's so hard for people to understand this. But then come to the question when people are saying, like so many people have been having a lot of discussion with, okay, Stasha, how do I give to the Lord? I tell them, because you choose not to understand what Jesus Christ is. And I say, every word that Jesus Christ says does not fall to the ground. If there is anything Jesus Christ himself has said to us, that is what I run by, not by what my pastor said. When we look at the book of Matthew, when Jesus Christ was saying that on the last day, when you will come in my name, that you will say, when I was hungry, you gave me food. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was in prison, you visited me. Then you now say, how did I do this? When was I when you were doing this? Then he said, as long as you have done this to the least of the brethren, you have done it unto me. So that is the only way you can give to the Lord. The only way you can give to the Lord by giving to the people. You look around you, like you were saying something about offering. Offering doesn't mean when you come to the church and give money. You can look at your neighbor that is in need of maybe an elderly woman that needs laundry to be done, that needs some food and all that. You are giving offering, and that offering is being accepted by God. Because we have been so brainwashed by money is attached to offering, money is attached to everything. So everybody change everything to money. And even looking by the tithes, when I was studying the tithing of a thing, tithe was no money. In the whole, it was not money at all.
Your produce.
The thing they were doing, it was farming that was predominantly then, the Jewish tradition. And when you look at it, you look at the things that they were doing. That is the produce, that they are farm produce. So when I begin to see why all these things, when Christ was talking to the Pharisees in the book of Matthew, he's saying that you pay the tithe of honey, you pay the tithe of cumin, and all those types, but you let the weightier things of the kingdom, the weightier things of the, Jesus Christ himself knew, because somebody was asking me, but Jesus Christ didn't condemn tithe. I said, Jesus Christ did not condemn tithe because they were still under, they were still under Judaism practice. They were still under the law, because Jesus Christ was still alive. So he was trying to tell them that you guys are religious leaders. You guys are so religious. So you carry on. So Jesus Christ is not telling them, because that is what they are doing. But Christ came to fulfill the law after his death. So we are not obliged to pay tithe. But if anybody, if you say you are paying tithe, but I just try to let you understand what you are doing. You have to understand the person of Christ in this thing. Your tithe has nothing to do with the Lord at all. Whether you give it or you don't give it. But when you want to give, the only place that Christ was talking about giving, when you look at people around you, when you take care of the widows, you take care of people in need, then you are giving unto the Lord, not to your pastor. A pastor will not tell you that you go die, don't listen to them. That's alone.
That's not even that. Honestly, Adesula, honestly, that for me, I was just like the thousands of people that are sitting there and doing nothing after that. There's no resemblance of Jesus.
I can't still get over that thing. Anytime I wake up,
you go die, you go die. That sounds exactly like a
if you don't pay your time, you go die, I said, where did that come from?
I know.
Where did that come from? And I look at them and like, come on. You just look at the materialism that they are surrounded.
The greed is just too much. I mean, to the extent you go die. One says you will die. Someone said you're a beggar. One said that you're not a child of God. You don't have a relationship with God. Because you're not giving 90%. Because
and the sad thing about this whole thing, when they are saying this, they won't even open the scripture to tell you where it is written.
Yeah, because it's written in their own carnal mind.
In their own head, in their mind.
It's got nothing to do with the Bible. They're not even saying that we are sorry. They're not even saying that, this is a mistake. We should... do you know that?
And that is my fear, that they might not come to accept this thing. This is pride at work, Mayowa. This is pride. There is pride that has taken over those so-called pastors. And it's so sad. This is one thing I tell people. Look at how the devil fell. This was somebody that was with God, he knows in and out of everything. But because of pride, not accepting who you are. Anytime I go back to listen back to the Truth series, it rings in my head. When Pastor Sunday was mentioning the 5 levels of truth, that the truth you speak to yourself about yourself, I think to me is the greatest truth ever. Even when somebody ordinarily, and I was telling somebody, I said, ordinarily when somebody is correcting you, for us as human beings, it's hard for us to take the correction.
Yes.
We don't like confrontation, we don't like to be corrected.
Yes.
But when you know, and that is the truth, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. You have to accept this truth. Whether you like it or not, it is the truth.
Yes. It's the best, to be a real human being and align yourself with God. I think that Truth series is something that everybody needs to listen to.
That is what I my favorite. If I don't have any other message to tell people, even if I know people can, and another thing, it is easy for people to hear something, but it is hard for them to read, and that is why people cannot read. So when I know that I try to look at people's weakness. Okay, you cannot read, right? Pastor Sunday has been talking about his book. People, and that is the problem everybody has found ourselves in the church, because we are not reading the scripture. We don't study the scripture. We leave everything to person on the so-called pulpit, and they'll be preaching. They are not even teaching. They'll be preaching. Even the ones that are teaching, they twist the scripture. They will come there and they'll be telling you all these jargons. Then you will not go back home and search the scripture like the Berean Christian does. And you're like, okay, whatever my pastor says, that is it. So when I see that, I said, okay, if you cannot read, but you can listen, right? Okay, go to YouTube and put on the message. If you are in your kitchen, doing your laundry, that's what I do. Listen to those messages. While you are walking around, at least you cannot, that will tie you down, because when you are reading, you have to sit down in the place, because everybody is lazy to sit down. Because of the time factor, in the United States, I could see that people are so being treated with time. Okay, the only way you can do this, put on the message. Like I have my Bluetooth at home. I put on, the whole house will be full of messages. Echoing, I don't like that, echoing. Then you walk around, there's no way the one word will strike to your heart and say, man, this is true. But when you are reading, you are tied down in a place. One thing will just take you off from that page. You won't be able to pick up that page in the next 1 week or 2 weeks. But for listening to messages, you hear that word, you play, you walk around. Like I've been doing my laundry, been doing everything since morning, and I've been listening to you, and I've been participating. You can listen to messages while you are doing other stuff, and that is where you get deceived as the devil now. The king himself cannot do anything against the truth. So this is deceived as the devil now. And this truth is in the word of God. And in fact, the thing is just, I feel for people now. At times, like I was telling somebody, I said, it seems, although this problem is in Africa, but I said Nigeria is a big case study. And I said, I pray, I don't know if Nigeria is going to change to Jesus Christ will come. I said, I told someone, I said, I think Nigeria might be one of those countries that might not change.
It will
really,
change.
I might be wrong.
We have hope. It will change. Even if you look at maybe not this time last year, maybe a year and a half. From where I was to where I am now. It will change. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. We keep talking like the way we are talking, sharing the truth with people, being bold, because people are afraid of dying. People are afraid of suffering, and they're playing into those fears. They are afraid of living in poverty, even though they're currently living in poverty. They are hopeful. So the pastors and those GOs, they're using those fear to manipulate people. So when they start seeing other people that are talking, and they see that you don't die, they see that nothing is happening to you, your life is good, you're happy, your family is happy, they will start coming up with their senses as well.
I pray it gets to that point.
It would.
I really pray it
would happen. It would happen. I have hope.
I pray it gets to that point. Really. Because it's so scary. Like we said, if they can change their message, I think they should forget about their Bible school, because they go there to brainwash them. They should forget about the theological school. They should just come down and humble themselves and look at the word of God. What is just, if the Lord says the Lord is my shepherd, just say the Lord is my shepherd. Don't try to explain around the Lord is my shepherd. I think that is, because some of them, they'll pick one word and they'll make 10 messages out of that thing. And those 10 messages is just rubbish. It's just man's wisdom. When Paul says, I do not come to you with enticing words of men, these are things that people should understand, that we as Christians, we cannot depend on our own wisdom, but we depend on the wisdom of God that God has given unto us. Because we are shepherds. As on a shepherd, you are a shepherd and you are leading your sheep astray. Or you tell your sheep to bring money to you. The sheep cannot feed the shepherd. The shepherd has to feed the sheep. So why are we now twisting this whole thing and making a big deal? Like Dr. Sunday said one time, if they should take money out of the church for 1 year, all those churches will pack up.
Of course.
Then you can tell that.
Of
They
course.
will pack up.
They will pack up, and many people won't even be pastors. You know, a lot of people, they have these
Exactly.
dreams
A lot of people
and
will
this
want to
desire.
be a pastor.
Yes, they have
Somebody
this-
telling me, how can I give my pastor money? I need to give my pastor some money because he's not working. I said, your pastor is a thief. That is why he
if
needs
it's
to
not
go and
working.
work.
And if you
You
don't
don't need
work,
to
you
give your
shouldn't eat.
pastor money.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Paul said, he that does not work must not eat.
Yes.
So even Paul himself worked with his hand. He did not depend on anybody. He did not put it wasn't a necessity for them to give to him.
Yes.
He was giving. He was going out there. He was a trader, man.
Yes.
So why are we now making this whole thing like it's like no? It's just so sad when I hear things like this. Like, oh my goodness, people are. They've been drawn away. Like I was in a church. Let me tell you something. I was in a church. We have so many activities. We have choir anniversary.
Wow.
All those are rubbish. When I look back now, I say, Jesus, choir anniversary, children anniversary, youth anniversary, women's anniversary, men's anniversary. I have all the list on my head. Men's anniversary. And you know what, Mayowa? They will tell you you must dress your best.
That's even to mesmerize you as well. It's to think that it's all about you and God. It's not about you, it's about them. It's what they plan for your life.
Them.
When are you going to do what God planned for you?
Everybody come with a competitive mind to the church. Then I have to struggle to make sure I get the best of clothes to wear to church. Because you are not going to serve the Lord. You are going to it's like a showmanship.
Yes, it is.
It becomes a showmanship.
It is a showmanship.
And all these things. You now they'll tell you must tie it with a good offering, a good substance. Honor the Lord with your substance, as if he's talking about money. They will be cutting all those scriptures and put everything on money. Do not come to the hand of God, the house of God with empty. Do not come empty-handed. Oh my God.
I've heard all those. We've all heard it. Thank God. Thank you very much, Adesola. Before you go, right, I want to tell you that somebody wrote here, VCN Media wrote that, wow, very proud of that caller, Adesola. God bless
Thank you so much,
in 2018.
Everyone.
Let us all share Matthew 25:31-46, which is
Yes.
the only giving commanded by Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Thank you for those responses, because that is my watchword.
Yes.
I don't argue with anybody.
Yes.
When you argue with me, I will tell you just go back from Matthew. Actually, it should start from Matthew chapter 23. Okay. When Jesus Christ was addressing the Pharisees, they will know that these people are religious cabals. They should go and pack all their loads, their bags, and go into their secret place and cry and ask God for forgiveness.
Yes.
If they don't ask God for forgiveness, this 2018 is going to be an explosion.
Honestly,
are really getting angry.
They will stop.
Not angry in the way, but it's holy anger.
Yeah.
Really angry to love and walk with the Lord. Yes. So it's just amazing. Thank you so much, Mayowa. God bless you. God strengthen you.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Bye. Wow, guys, that was an amazing call. And Dr. Sunday loved it when Adesola calls, but even me, I was already getting sucked into her. I think she should be doing a daily broadcast as well. I didn't remember to tell her that, but I hope she's hearing me. She should be doing a daily broadcast and sharing this truth with people, because here somebody else heard her and, they really find her advice, the information she gave very useful. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure being with you today. I didn't show you any video because I didn't set up properly, because we had a different setup in the studio to this one, to the one I'm using here. So I think I didn't put the connection properly or something. But I will show you videos. As I see videos, if they're related to what we want to discuss, I'll definitely share videos with you. Let's see. Mayowa, I just finished calling. Oh, somebody else is calling me. Okay, I'll make this the last call, okay? Because we have to go. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, this is James calling from London.
Hello, James.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And also good afternoon to all the audience that's listening to this program. So it's so fantastic. This is my first time I will be listening to this program. I've been hearing about it through my brother that I'm using his phone to talk to you now.
Yes.
Because I only came to visit London for the first time. So I have the privilege to, have the opportunity to go through what you've been doing. This is a very great job. You are just like one Messiah.
Thank you.
You see, I am once a Muslim before I convert to a Christian, right? But I didn't regret converting to a Christian. So, and I'm not regretting at the moment. But what I've seen in Christianity compared to what is going on in the Muslim, I'll try to weigh both of them. This was a last year discussion with one colleagues of mine at a workplace where we work together. And there he's asking me why I convert to Christian. My real name from birth is Moshood.
Okay.
So, and I explain in my own way the reason why I convert to Christian. So I don't want to go to maybe to say maybe I'm disappointed or not, but with what I've seen, I've converted to Christian now just 4 years ago. So, but within that 4 years to this moment, I've seen lots of things. So I don't want to mention names of pastors or names of church that I'm worshiping.
But you're free to, if you want to. Don't do it on our account.
I don't want to do that now. But what I want to say now is this. Regards to the last caller, because I listened to what she's saying. She's saying beautiful things like exactly what is in my mind. So, but I have an answer to this system of sharing or speaking to people. You see, there's a problem in Nigeria, and the problem is this. You see, it's not that those people who are leaving negative comments or negative response to what you are doing. It's not that they don't know the truth. It's not that they don't see what is happening. It's not that they don't know you are doing a good job. But the love they have for their pastor and the way they sing their pastor, it makes them to think their pastor is doing the right thing. Because I will use this as an example. If you are in love with a lady or you are in love with somebody, and someone who knows this person very well is telling you this is what this man or this lady have been doing in the past, but because of the love you have for that person, you will not listen. Even if they are telling you, oh, that man or that lady, she's evil, she's going to do this, she's going to do that, but because you love that person, you will never want to know, or you will not even care to know, or interested to know whatever he or she has done in the past. So this is the problem Nigeria have. Nigeria, once they see somebody that's got money, they don't want to know how he got that money. They don't want to know the source of his income. Now, if a pastor doesn't have a job, because this is where my problem is, if a pastor is not working based on church issue alone, right? Monday to Sunday. Now, people are defending a pastor who is not working but spending millions in a year. Ask me, how did this pastor got millions in a year and is not working? Is it not from the church money?
Yeah, it is.
Is it not from the church money? I don't see any reason why people cannot sit down and ask themselves questions, even if you can't contribute to what people are saying, but you are a human being, you got brain. It's something you can sit down yourself and just think, okay, what this lady is doing, why is she doing it? What does she want to gain in it? Then now think about the project. Okay, this my pastor, truly, he spent 1 million per year. Me, I can't even account maybe 100,000 in a year. Then I'm working.
Yes.
I'm working hard. Every day I go to work. This pastor is not working. Is this spirit that bring money to him to spend? And his family, his children are going to abroad. His children are going to a private school. Me and my co-church member, we can't even afford a private school. So all these things should be something that people need to look into. Not what Mayowa is saying. Not what Sunday is saying. Check yourself. Ask yourself that question. How is my pastor is been living so expensively and it's not working? Then if it's so easy, like God can come down to bless a pastor with raw cash or currency, then everybody should become a pastor.
Yeah.
So I should have become a pastor too. I don't need to stress myself. I don't need to run up and down Monday to Friday to see how my family will eat or how my wife. So I will just be a pastor sitting there in the house, and that spirit will be bringing same money to me too. So these are the things that people need to look into. Mayowa is not condemning any pastor.
Exactly.
Sunday is not condemning, Mr. Sunday is not condemning any pastor. We were talking about what they are doing that is, I think, is wrong. Is it wrong in your own sight or not? It's a question that you can ask yourself and give yourself an answer. So thanks very much. That's my contribution. And my regards to the last caller. He's spoken very well.
Well
God
done,
bless.
Sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that was beautiful and well put, well said. Everything was well done. Thank you. And thank you to Olayinka that connected James as well. Very good. So guys, I'm just going to show you some few books very quickly. Money Would Make You Rich. This is what you need to understand the principles of money. You know, what to do with money in the best, God's principle. Brilliant. This is what you need to do. Don't go and give no offering, this offering, that offering. It's all a lie, okay? None of them are true. None at all. Another one is, who am I? Why am I here? This will help you to know who you are, why you're here. Even when you get the money, what do you need to do with it? Okay? That will help you if you know who you are. Here, how to regain your lost years. Believe me, we've all lost so many years, especially from going to all these churches, wasting time, paying all this offering, doing all this. We're wasting our time, they're wasting our resources, they're wasting our energy. We need to know how to regain our lost years. How to develop nations through, and how to develop a nation through the dignity of labor. How to become a developed nation through the dignity of labor. We all need this as well. And it's not just about nation. You are a nation as an individual. So even how to develop yourself through the dignity of labor. And then there's another one. Create your own net worth. You need to create what you're worth. Through what God has already created in you, you need to make it come forth. You need this book. All of us need this book. How to build a secure financial future. It's not by your offering, it's not by your Shiloh offering or your first fruit offering. Those things are just scamming you. They're just taking your money. Believe me, you need to know principles. Principle from the first book, How to Build a Secure Financial Future, and Money Will Make You Rich. You know, how to build a secure financial. These two will help you to know what to do with your money. Okay? Don't waste your time giving all this money to the church, you know, and say that they're saying that they're giving it to God, or you should go and look for God's address and give it to God. Insult upon injury. Don't allow them to do any of that to you anymore. Okay? How to become great through time conversion. We all need to know how to convert our time. So we need this book, How to Become Great Through Time Conversion. Another one that we need is Urgently Become a Workaholic. We all need this. We really do need to know how to become a workaholic. They have mesmerized us so much. They would say, don't worry, don't just come to church, just spend every little that you have and give it to church. And you don't know how to actually work. They tell you things like 1,000 days of labor or something about labor, something about God. 1,000 days, 1 day of favor from God is better than 1,000 days of labor. So they actually make you rely on that 1 day of favor without you having to labor for anything. And you know, it makes us lazy. That's the mentality of Christians. They just want everything in magic. Even when somebody go out of their way to do something for a Christian, they automatically think it's favor from God. They don't even thank the person. They just think that it's God, it's through their prayer or it's through something. It's because God wants mercy on you. It's not because of your prayer or because your Papa Gio says it or because anybody says it. It's because of God's mercy. So people become lazy and ingrates as well because they're thinking that this is what they prayed for and this is what happened. And you know, we're raising children that are always thinking like that as well. We need to know this, how to be in the here and now. This is important because a lot of us, because they've helped us in suspending our brains. They've succeeded in that. So we need to know how to be in the here and now and not relying on spiritual things or magic happening somewhere. No one is better than you. Yes, if you believe that no one is better than you, you will know that you don't have to go to any pastors, any GO, any papas, any denomination for you to be great. For you to, that God He creates masterpiece. He doesn't create duplicates. You are a masterpiece. And it makes you you're wonderfully and beautifully made. Nobody can tell you that they're better than you. Your GO is not better than you. Papa is not better than you. His children are not better than you. None of them are better than you. No one is better than you. Okay? And you need to understand this and get these books. Get it for yourself for Christmas. And finally, I'll show you this one. There are many more books, and you know how to get it. dsasbooks@gmail.com. That's dsasbooks@gmail.com, or you can go and order directly at sundayadelajablog.com/books. Life is an opportunity. Life indeed is an opportunity. The fact that you're here, that is the blessing that God is giving you, and that's an opportunity that God is giving you. So don't let anybody shake you over that. You're already blessed. You don't need to pay any offering. The list of offering that they have that you've been paying, let me tell you, are tithes offering, building project offering, first fruit offering. They're all scam. These are all the scam that I'm listening to you. Let me list them again. Scam. If I say them, say scam. All tithes, scam. Offering, scam. Building project offering, scam. First fruit offering, scam. Big scam. Thanksgiving offering, scam. Special seeds, scam. Breakthroughs of seed, scam. Prophet offering, scam. Redemption seed, scam. Turning around seed, oh God, this is so embarrassing. Turning around seed, scam. Expansion of kingdom seed, scam. Papa and mama offering, scam. Papa and mama grade, scam. Pastor's birthday offering, scam. Double scam. And the churches, RCCG winners, they are notorious for this. MFM, all of them, they're notorious for all this. Christ, so I don't know if it's Christ Embassy or something. Scam, scam. Christ Embassy, scam. End of the month Thanksgiving, scam. Wedding anniversary Thanksgiving, scam. Birthday Thanksgiving, scam. Housewarming Thanksgiving, double scam. Child's birth Thanksgiving, scam. Shiloh Thanksgiving, scam. End of the year Thanksgiving, scam. New Year's, honestly. So end of the year and New Year, so you pay. It's like 2 days, a day apart. Scam. Can you believe that? Guys, marriage Thanksgiving, scam. Baby Thanksgiving, scam. Everything that you have, pray and thank God. Thank you, God. I'm grateful. That's it. You don't need to be doing any scams or, following any scam that anybody has organized. They're all scam. Omega and Alpha. And there's a lot of people, Omega and Alpha offering, scam. A day apart, scam. Yeah, I love you guys. You guys, you're the best. There's no one like you. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. The way that you come forth and you just come so correct. I love you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will see you again tomorrow. I've gone way over my time because I started a little bit late today. It's only about 6 minutes late, but I really wanted to compensate for that, and I had some beautiful callers. I just have to allow them to make their contribution. So please, thank you. I appreciate you for staying with me today and being the 23rd of December. Enjoy your Christmas. I'm going to see you every day, so I'm going to see you on Christmas Day as well. I'm going to be able to say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, whatever they say. But me here, I am living in such peace. I'm not even on that Christmas thing, but I'm loving it, and I know my family, they're all on it, so I can't knock it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that me personally, this is like a new life for me. I appreciate you all. Nkechi, thank you very much. Take care of yourself too. I'll see you guys. My Facebook family, you are the best, and also actually my YouTube family are also the best. You're all the best. I love you guys. So I'll see you again. Take care. Have a nice evening, and Dr. Sunday will be back in just over an hour. That's at 7 p.m. Ukraine time. That's 6 p.m. Nigeria and 5 p.m. UK time. So we'll see you again shortly. Okay, not that long. Take care. Bye.